Well, here we are then, said the writer, taking in the panorama of the landscape with a sweep of his arm. The Sahara Desert. What do you think? Home, sweet home, beamed Roger the Fox, rubbing his front paws together. It's vest, Clara Sahara exclaimed. You mean vast? The writer checked, as in very big indeed. I mean, I need to wear a vest, Clara Sahara said, suddenly clad in sandals, a pair of red shorts, and a sparkling white vest with red letters C and S entwined on the front over her heart. On her head she wore a bright red bucket hat. Vest. Oh, yes, I see, the writer said, correcting his mistake. There is a lot of sand, Clara Sahara observed. But of course, the writer said smugly, because he had done his research. And not much else, Clara Sahara said, her brow furrowing. Not on the surface, at least, the writer said. Not here, not right here, not right now. No delicious desserts, Clara Sahara questioned sharply, the colour rising to her cheeks once again. I believe, said Roger the Fox, coming to the writer's rescue, that you have written me an underground den quite nearby, and that it is well stocked with a range of the very best sweet things from all of North Africa. Ah, yes, the writer said hastily, typing something into the computer tablet that he had brought with him instead of his writer's pen and his notepad. One has to keep up with modern technology. Though he missed his pen, he had not wanted to lose it in the desert, or in a dessert for that matter. Including, Roger the Fox continued, semolina-coconut cake with orange and rose waters, my favourite. That sounds yum yum in my tum, Clara Sahara said. Semolina cake, yes please, thank you very much, said the writer, typing quickly and sweating profusely, but it's so blooming hot. I hope you brought sun cream, Roger the Fox asked, but Clara Sahara had at that very moment just finished applying it, and so passed the bright orange tube of cream to the writer. That was quick, the writer gasped. I haven't even written that yet. Factor 50, Clara Sahara told him. Special superhero sunblock, available from all good farmers, see? Pharmacies, the writer checked cautiously. I got mine from a Danish farmer, see? Clara Sahara said. Of course, the writer said, making a rapid note. However was he going to keep up with a story that had already happened before he could write it? His typing fingers were already aching with the strain. Let's go to my den, Roger the Fox proposed. It's cooler there. We could eat some cake. And drink plenty of water, the writer interjected, just as Clara Sahara handed him an ice-cold bottle of water that she seemingly produced out of thin air. And make a plan, Clara Sahara said, putting on a pair of red-framed sunglasses with heart-shaped lenses, which the writer had only just that instant found out she had with her. But I already have a plot, the writer stammered, indicating his tablet. But I didn't like it, Clara Sahara said shortly, but not unkindly. She gave the writer her sweetest winning smile, accompanied by a sparkle of her electric blue eyes. Now let's make tracks. Which I'll cover up with a brush of my brush, Roger the Fox said, indicating his bushy tail, in case any baddies try to follow us. Baddies, the writer gulped, looking hastily around, scanning the distant horizons. His research had told him that there could sometimes be bandits in the desert, or maybe worse, if there was anything worse than bandits. People who picked their noses and ate the bogies, maybe. Better safe than silly, Clara Sahara told him, nodding approval to Roger the Fox. You learn that quickly in the superhero game. Indeed, the writer squeaked, deciding not to say that the saying was better safe than sorry. He was learning to go with Clara Sahara's flow, though it was a flow that snaked like a river and still messed badly with the simple ideas he had in his head. His thoughts usually moved in rather plodding straight lines, which actually made writing stories difficult. Perhaps he could learn a lot from Clara Sahara. Not all camels mean that Christmas is coming, Roger the Fox piped up, reciting an ancient proverb which, actually, he just this moment made up. And there's more to a camel than its hump, Clara Sahara supplied. They can be wiser than wise men with all their Christmas gifts. Also better ballroom dancers, Roger the Fox added, scratching behind his ear with a back foot. They're especially good at the waltz, though in my not so humble opinion, I myself am the undisputed master of the foxtrot. You too, the writer complained. I simply can't keep up with you. You lead the way then, Roger the Fox said, indicating their direction with a paw, and I'll sweep up the rear.